Ning Feng, who heard that, then tried to calm down. It's not like that, ma'am, but you don't need to worry. I'm not a mutant. Ning Feng realized that mutants were closely monitored by the authorities, and he preferred not to get involved with them in any way. After that, Kai Wai handed something over. Alright, I hope you can work with me to test it. This made Ning Feng even more surprised. There, the teacher said, channel your power into this crystal. It will reveal the darkness within you. Ning Feng started sweating coldly. Seeing Ning Feng's change in expression, Kai Wai began to believe that Zui Lan's words had some truth. Then Ning Feng tried for the first time, and immediately the crystal exploded. Ning Feng was very shocked by this, as was the teacher. Ning Feng could only say, "Teacher, what is really happening here?" Kai Wai didn't know the reason, but it was clear that this crystal was a magic crystal given by Zui Lan, which was very sensitive to dark power. That is why the authorities often used it to detect mutants. When power is channeled into it, the magic crystal starts to vibrate. The more severe the amplitude of the vibrations, the higher the level of dark power. This time, something different happened where the crystal immediately exploded. Kai Wai didn't know what that meant. With this situation, Ning Feng began to relax a bit. He said, "Teacher Kai, I might change according to what happened, but you have known me for a very long time. Don't you believe that I'm just an ordinary human?" Kai Wai started to realize this and tried to say, "I personally believe in you, but it's my duty to report today's events. I hope you understand." Ning Feng understood that. Then Ning Feng said to himself, "Even though I used the crystal in an unusual way, I'm not sure about the authorities' response. In unavoidable circumstances, I can only leave this city." Then Kai Wai gave a gift to Ning Feng. "This is a gift prepared by Kai Wai for you because you have completed your awakening." Ning Feng quickly took the gift and thanked her. The gift was the Sacred Wing, which had an orange-level quality, enhancing spirit and stamina regeneration, as well as healing efficiency. The glowing aura allowed the user to chant healing spells without needing a serious incantation. Kai Wai was very surprised by this. Such an ability was crucial in critical situations. Kai Wai initially didn't want to accept this gift because it was too valuable, but Ning Feng said it was just loot he had gotten from a profession change. With this situation, Kai Wai had no choice but to accept the gift. Then Ning Feng and Duan walked away. As they left, Siki said he really gave orange gear as a gift. What's going on with Ning Feng? A little later, Kai Wai began reporting the events at the adventure office. Zui Lan was there. Zui Lan knew that the situation with Ning Feng was unprecedented. Not long after, Zui Lan made a decision. "Alright, let's stop here." Hearing that, Kai Wai asked, "What does that mean?" Zui Lan added, "Your student might have surpassed our current understanding. If he is indeed an extraordinary individual, then we should try to negotiate rather than provoke him by digging too deep into the matter." One of Zui Lan's subordinates then asked, "Should we still report this?" Zui Lan replied, "No. Delay the investigation related to Ning Feng and seal all related information tightly." Kai Wai agreed with this. In her heart, she said, "After all, Ning Feng is still young and doesn't have much background. This way, it can also be considered protecting him." After that, Zui Lan said, "Since Ning Feng doesn't want his secret to be revealed, let's shift our focus to that fighter, Duan, because utilizing the talent of an additional strong individual on our side will not hurt." Meanwhile, at Ning Feng's residence, Duan was there. Duan said, "Boss, you seem unhappy." Ning Feng replied, "Well, Kai Wai just sent me a message saying that the authorities have cancelled the investigation on me." Hearing this, Duan said, "Isn't that a good thing?" Ning Feng added, "Yes, but I'm worried about how I will level up in the future. Every time I have to destroy that secret, it causes too much commotion. I have already drawn the attention of the authorities. If this continues, it will definitely bring a lot of trouble." In his heart, Duan started to say that Ning Feng was truly a boss, even his worries were different from ordinary people. Every time the secret rim is destroyed, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't know the power of this young man. Duan then said that it would actually be better to level up in secret rims that were not registered with the authorities. Recently, there have been anomalies worldwide, causing the emergence of many new secret rims. Some of these secret rims are areas where the resources cannot be allocated by the authorities to manage, while other areas are occupied by evil forces. Hearing this, Ning Feng then said, "This might be a solution. Do you have information about these kinds of secret rims?" Duan said that he currently had 2, and if the boss needed, he would gather more information. Ning Feng then entrusted all of this to Duan. Some time later, Duan left because he was going home. There, he met someone. The person started greeting Duan and introduced himself as Zhang Jai, the newly appointed mayor of Kinyu City. Zhang Jai then said, "Thank you for helping save the residents during the last secret rim invasion. I want to know if you have plans to stay in Kinyu City." Duan said, "I do plan to." Zhang Jai now spoke again, "That's great. We warmly welcome strong individuals like you. This is a special adventurer credential issued by the city that will give you high privileges. If you need anything in the future, just let us know and we will do our best to accommodate you." Duan immediately took the card. In his heart, Zhang Jai said, I heard many cities tried to recruit Duan before, but he refused. Kinyu is a small city, but I hope it won't be underestimated by others. After that, Duan said, thank you for your kindness. I'll accept this then. They both shook hands, and shortly after, Duan's accommodation was fully covered by Zhang Jai from that night on. The next day, there was a commotion between Yang Xin and a beautiful girl. The girl said that Ningfeng was currently in danger. Yang Xin even said, the man named Ningfeng is nothing but trash who rose as a one-star profession at a young age. With both parents long gone, he doesn't even have the ability to obtain high-level equipment. Now there's a strong person with fourth transformation power trying to approach him directly. He's nothing but a thief. Soon after, the girl experienced a surprise attack and appeared frightened. It turned out to be Ningfeng's doing. Ningfeng said, your mouth really asks for a beating. I tried to restrain myself, but I can't. The girl looked upset and said, Ningfeng, how dare you use an attack spell? The girl then screamed, guards, help this man. Amidst this situation, Yang Xin tried to tell Ningfeng to leave quickly before the guards arrived. The influence of Yuancheng's trading center was significant, and ordinary people couldn't afford to offend them at all. If Ningfeng was caught, it would be very troublesome. Soon after, the guards led by Wang arrived. Wang said, Ningfeng, who gave you the courage to act recklessly in my Yuancheng trading center? Ningfeng was quite surprised by Master Wang's presence, but he said, Master Wang, I heard you were investigating me behind my back and even labeled me as a thief. Wang, hearing this, then said, whether you are a thief or not, you know that best. You have no qualifications to question me. The attack was launched by Wang's gang. Without hesitation, Ningfeng then pulled out a card that looked very valuable. All the guards fell silent immediately and did not dare to attack again. Wang realized that this was a special black card from the trading center. The girl looked surprised. Ningfeng then said, this card is a gift given by Mayor Kai and has such important meaning. Wang tried to say, where did you get that card? Ningfeng said, go investigate yourself. In the midst of what was happening, everyone began to get scared. Wang tried to make a call to contact Mayor Kai. Other customers tried to enter but were blocked because there was a conflict going on. Shortly after, Wang communicated with Mayor Kai. Mayor Kai looked very upset because Wang had dared to take action against Ningfeng. Wang tried to say that this was just a small misunderstanding, but Kai was really angry and furious. Kai even said, who gave you the courage to oppose Ningfeng? You idiot. Just wait, I'll be there. There, Mayor Kai told them both that he wanted to resolve the ongoing matter. Everyone started to look at the troublesome beautiful girl. Without further ado, Wang rushed to expel the two people so they didn't know what to do next. Wang even hit the girl because he was very upset, because all these events were caused by this girl. Not long after, a conversation began between Ningfeng and the others. Boss Kai noticed that the girl in front of Ningfeng seemed to be kind to him. Kai told the girl to keep working hard because good things would eventually come to her. After that, the conversation continued. This time, Ningfeng tried to say that he was looking for something. Ningfeng said that he needed an endgame relic. Hearing about the endgame relic shocked everyone because it was something new to them. Ningfeng knew about this item because he had received a notification from the system. At that time, Ningfeng tried using the skill book given by his master. It stated that the passive skill Dark Convergence absorbed the residual dark power from the in-game relic and converted it into his own attributes. A while later, they all parted ways. Chai said, this time was a bit rushed, but you both must visit Longbow City again later. I will host you. Chai hurriedly left. Then Ningfeng and Duan tried to go to Duan's residence, the Duan villa, which looked very luxurious. Duan offered Ningfeng to stay there if he liked, but Ningfeng said he hadn't thought about it yet. Ningfeng tried to have fun in the area. However, not long after, the phone started ringing. Zhang said to Duan, Sir, there is something that might trouble you. The investigation team sent from above is investigating the recent disasters in our city, so they want to gather some information from you. Duan was quite silent upon hearing this and thought to himself, this investigation might affect the boss. I better wait for his opinion first. Duan then said to Zhang, sorry, I might not have free time today. Zhang replied, it's okay. Whenever you're free in the coming days, don't hesitate to contact me. Ningfeng knew that the investigation team was looking for something. He asked Duan, what is that place like and what are the people like? Duan replied, it's like a ghost town, Kinyu City. There is a mysterious powerhouse also being discussed by Zui Lan and the others. They said they had never seen the mysterious powerhouse in Kinyu City. One of the colleagues said, since none of you have seen the mysterious powerhouse, why are there rumors that the mysterious powerhouse saved Kinyu City? Zui Lan replied, that's because during the invasion, the secret realm suddenly stopped and the mutants aiding the invasion were also cleared. C then said, don't joke, the danger level of the secret realm invasion varies. That report can't be relied upon as evidence. Instead, what about the two other incidents related to the secret realm? What did the mysterious powerhouse do during the 2 king level or higher attacks as you described? Zui Lan fell silent. Guru then thought to himself, to protect Ningfeng, Zuilan used her authority to alter any information that might be related to Ningfeng. So this pressure is truly on her. Zuilan can be said to be keeping Ningfeng a secret. After that, a man said again, I hate adventurers who are free and unwilling to comply with any rules or regulations. They are just wild dogs without a guild, but act as if they are busy all the time. No problem, I will handle this investigation alone. You all can focus on other things. Some time later, the man began to enter the dangerous grave secret realm. There, he was initially stopped by the officers, but he said he was part of the investigation team and wanted to enter to conduct some investigations. The officer said, no problem, please proceed as you wish. The man started to explore the place. He said, even though this is not my first time coming here, seeing the extent of the severe damage still amazes me. What kind of power can completely destroy a secret realm like this? Even the residual dark power remains pure and terrifying. No matter how much nonsense is said about the mysterious powerhouse, in the face of such power, they all look like ants. This place is truly interesting. Then, the man encountered one of the very fierce monsters in front of him. He said, as expected from a king-level threat, it is indeed surrounded by strong power. Everything here is now mine. Meanwhile, as Ningfeng was playing the game, he felt something. The system said that the in-game relic had now appeared. Ningfeng began to sense that something was connected to him through the aura. He felt it carefully and the connection became clearer. I should be able to determine its location, he thought. Ningfeng started to move forward and Diane asked, Boss, where are you going? Ningfeng replied, there's an urgent matter, so I need to go for a while. Ningfeng started moving, and according to navigation, the item might be near the dangerous grave secret realm. He realized that the item had started to move. Then we returned to the dangerous grave secret realm area. There, a very fierce monster approached the officers. The officers were very scared because the monster was so fierce. The man earlier was trapped by the monster and said, help me, I can't move. Amidst what was happening, the other adventurers began to move towards the place. Ningfeng couldn't walk any further because of the situation happening. He was forced to dismount and move on his own. There, we saw the man now shouting loudly because he was very threatened. Guru was already at the place to help resolve all of this. They were confused about what was really happening here, and suddenly Zuilan and the others were hit by an attack that caused unexpected effects. Zuilan started to get injured. Luckily, Guru tried to help heal her. Guru said to himself, thanks to Ningfeng's gift yesterday, I can speed up the casting time and perform the rescue at the fastest speed. But now the situation is critical. Even the strong Zuilan can't stop the monster. Zuilan asked, where is the monster? Guru replied, it's heading towards the city area. Zuilan said, Mayor Zhang has already called Duan for help. I'm not sure they can arrive in time. Zuilan thought to herself, Duan's strength is equal to mine. He won't stand a chance to fight and defeat the monster alone unless there is a strong individual behind it. Ningfeng began to fight the monster there. The monster underestimated Ningfeng, who could only say, do I need to use another forbidden spell to completely destroy it first? Suddenly, the monster became more aggressive and launched a powerful attack. Ningfeng tried his best to defend himself. The attack was blocked by Ningfeng with a protective orb. Seeing this, the monster could only say, how is this possible? Such incredible power. Shortly after, Ningfeng received a notification from the system. Currently, the in-game relic has been detected. Does the host want to start absorbing it? Ningfeng hurriedly did so. Ningfeng performed his task so well that the monster had no choice but to die and be absorbed by Ningfeng. Ningfeng managed to complete everything and gained all the increased attributes. Ningfeng was very pleased with this and said, even for a 3-star profession advancing from level 0 to the 3rd transformation, there won't be such an abundance of attribute points. However, besides the attributes, it seems there are other things being absorbed as well. There are some strange memories appearing in my mind. Shortly after, Ningfeng was surprised by the presence of Duan. Duan said, Boss, what happened here? Ningfeng replied, I found a monster, so I exterminated it some time ago. Over there, everything has been taken care of by me, including saving a man. Duan thought to himself, just now the mayor informed me about the monster invasion. Can that person understand the boss who eliminated the monster? But the aura around here seems to be the result of a strong spell received. How did the boss do all of this? Ningfeng said to Duan, you came at the right time. I'll leave the cleanup work to you. Duan understood this. Ningfeng hurried away at his own speed. Duan said, the boss is not a mage, but this speed surpasses many agility-based professions. The boss really maintains his reputation. It seems I underestimated him. Some time later, in the Kinyu City prison, we see a man who was captured. This man caused chaos by making the monster in his body more aggressive. He controlled the power of darkness to become strong but lost stability and control. Zuilan understood this and said, so this man used the investigation as an opportunity to enter the secret realm and absorb dark power, but he lost control. With all that happened, Zhang Li was very happy because the city was protected once again by a mysterious Awakener. Everyone smiled at this. Zhang Li asked Duan, "Sir, did you have the chance to meet the mysterious Awakener?" Duan replied, "Yes, I had the chance to meet him once." Everyone was shocked to hear that. Zhang Li said, "Can you give me a recommendation if the mysterious boss is willing to stay in Kinyu City? Whatever his needs are, we will do our best to fulfill them." However, Duan said, "The boss has a humble personality and rarely appears, so it's best to leave this idea." Zhang Li said, "What a pity. I don't know how many people would try their hardest to curry favor with a powerful man like the mysterious boss." Duan said, "Actually, the boss has relatives in Kinyu City, so he will take special care of this place. You don't need to worry." However, the mysterious boss does not want to be disturbed. Zui Lan understood the situation, as did Kai Wai. At Ningfeng's home, we see Ningfeng now deep in thought. It turned out that the in-game relic was the remnants left by the Demon King from the secret realm who had died. The additional images in his mind were parts of the Demon King's memories absorbed. Ningfeng said, "I don't intend to become a Demon King, so what's the use of these things?" After that, Ningfeng realized that this secret realm would gradually strengthen with the accumulation of dark power. Once time and space could no longer contain it, the end of the world would come. In terms of space and time, the training path for Awakeners was not yet complete and only a few strong individuals could reach the fourth transformation. Additionally, the Awakener profession had not yet reached its peak. Ningfeng realized that the information taken from the Demon King's memories seemed not very good. If this continued, humanity would only face extinction. Even if Ningfeng had the power to protect himself, he could not live alone in a world full of monsters. Fortunately, they were not the only ones left in the invaded secret realm, but some other spaces and times managed to fight and repel the invaders. Ningfeng added, "As long as I collect more relics and distribute the useful XP in them, it will have a great effect. However, it is still necessary to carefully consider how to distribute it. These experiences are beyond current knowledge and if not handled properly, can have unpredictable consequences." Shortly after, Ningfeng received a call from Wang Yu, where Wang Yu asked Ningfeng to do something. What will happen next? Part 5 ends here, continuing from the previous part where Ningfeng and Wang Yu agreed to meet at a location. Shortly after, Wang Yu began to greet her guildmates there. Her friend said, "Congratulations on your successful second transformation." Here, Xiu Sen tried to say, I have reserved a private room in the best hotel in the city. Let's celebrate." But unfortunately, Wang Yu declined. "Sorry, I have something else to do tonight. You all have fun. I will invite you tomorrow night," she said. With what happened, Xiu Sen looked disappointed but Wang Yu ignored this. Wang Yu left her team. Here, Xiu Sen seemed upset as if Wang Yu had forgotten who he was. Even so, a girl tried to say, "Don't say that. Yu is not like that. She must be very tired." Nevertheless, Xiu Sen still did not believe it. He even said, "One day, most likely Wang Yu will leave this team completely because she is already too strong." At night, Wang Yu and Ningfeng were at a restaurant. Ningfeng enjoyed his meal very much. There, Wang Yu said to Ningfeng, "Thank you for the emblem you gave me earlier. It was a great help." Hearing that, Ningfeng realized that the emblem was one of the ways to improve. Then Wang Yu tried to ask Ningfeng where he got the emblem, but Ningfeng said he did not know. Ningfeng was feeling very full. Wang Yu said, "Oh, if it could be bought, I would like to give it to you and my team members." Ningfeng understood Wang Yu's kindness, always including her friends. However, Wang Yu then said to Ningfeng, "Don't give up on leveling up. In dangerous times like these, having extra self-defense skills will definitely be beneficial. Once I find the right emblem for you, who knows, you might unlock a new profession." Despite hearing that, Ningfeng said, "Leveling up on my own is very troublesome. Having someone like you is what I need." Hearing that, Wang Yu felt a bit annoyed. Shortly after, her body ached from the injuries she had received earlier. Ningfeng looked very worried. Wang Yu said, "These are wounds caused by completing a mission." Ningfeng asked, "Didn't you get any treatment?" Wang Yu replied, "I did, but considering this was an S-level mission, the boss's damage was significant. I need time to recover." Ningfeng understood that this was quite difficult for Wang Yu. Shortly after, Ningfeng received a phone call from an unknown person. The person said, "You don't need to know who I am." I asked, "Where did you get that emblem?" Ningfeng tried to hide this from Wang Yu. However, Wang Yu asked, "Who was that?" Ningfeng simply said, "It's just someone asking in a harsh tone where I got that emblem." Wang Yu was quite surprised because not just anyone knew that Ningfeng had given that gift to her. Nonetheless, Ningfeng said, "Don't mind it. I'm just focused on eating meat." After that, the stranger called Ningfeng again, saying, "If you dare to ignore me, you will face the consequences." Despite this, Ningfeng was not afraid at all. Ningfeng and Wang Yu then managed to leave the restaurant. Ningfeng went home alone. When he arrived at his house, something surprising happened. His house was very messy because of someone. Yes, sure enough, a hitman was already in front of him. Ningfeng said to the man, "Are you the one who just called me?" The man confirmed, "That's right. I warned you, if you dared to ignore me, you would face the consequences. If you answer my question honestly, there won't be any problems." Ning Feng asked, "Who sent you here?" Hearing that, the man said, "How dare you speak to me in such a tone? You are just trash that has newly awakened. Didn't your master instruct you that someone should show respect when facing a stronger person?" As this was happening, from behind, the man attacked Ning Feng with a punch. Ning Feng managed to dodge and fought back, attacking the man's body until he fell back and couldn't get up again. In the middle of this incident, Ning Feng said, "I will give you this sentence. When facing questions from a powerful person, you must maintain a level of respect." What was happening made the man think to himself, how is this possible? The intel clearly stated that this boy was only a star-level profession, let alone a mage. He truly defeated a star-level assassin with his thin hands. After that, Ning Feng thought to himself, as expected, all my attributes plus my reaction and speed have significantly increased. Even without using spells, I can still handle many situations. After that, again and again, Ning Feng was attacked, but he managed to avoid it. The man now tried to escape because he realized this was very difficult to defeat. As he fled, he was easily caught by Ning Feng. Ning Feng said, "Clean up all the damage you caused. The equipment is also damaged and you must compensate me." Both of them gave everything they had. Ning Feng then said, "Explain who sent you." One of them said they were sent by Mr. Zhuang alias Zhang from the Solemn Lion Guild. He said you have a unique special emblem that cannot be found elsewhere. That's why he hired us to ask about it, said the man. Hearing the name Zhang, Ning Feng realized that he was a mage from Wang Yu's guild. Ning Feng said, "Since you have threatened me, don't blame me for being rude to you. I have a forbidden spell that I haven't used. Consider yourselves lucky." Without further ado, Ning Feng used Soul-Seizing Darkness, a dark forbidden spell that uses mental energy to manipulate the target's mind and temporarily turn them into a powerful clone. Now they became one unit and were assigned by Ning Feng. Soon after, we are shown a conversation between Xiu Sen and his subordinates. Xiu Sen said, "It's better to stay early and go elsewhere to have fun, just the two of us." Xiu Sen then added, "About that emblem, I already sent some people to find Ning Feng. If he doesn't cooperate, I will let him experience what it means to live a life worse than death." His subordinates understood this but said, "What if Wang Yu finds out? Then what will we do?" Xiu Sen now said, "I can't handle everything anymore. Do you want to leave her alone to take care of herself? That's your business." His subordinate understood this and said, "That's right, but unfortunately, this profession change doesn't always go as you say. Even in yesterday's tragedy, Wang Yu made a mistake." Yes, Wang Yu's initial plan was to fight the boss, and the boss was directed at Wang Yu to reduce her confidence and instill fear in her. Then Xiu Sen could act as a hero and be remembered. But things didn't go as he imagined. He didn't expect Wang Yu to go so far as to hurt herself and even really defeat the boss. Not long after, a figure suddenly approached them, and it turned out to be one of Xiu Sen's men. Xiu Sen started to ask, "Did you get the information I wanted?" The man replied, "That doesn't matter. Did you cause this injury, Xiu Sen?" Xiu Sen and his friend were shocked to hear this. Xiu Sen then said, "You dare interfere in my affairs. Something is wrong with you." Suddenly, the man launched an attack, inflicting significant injuries on both of them. They were both now being strangled by the man, who was controlled by Ning Feng. Ning Feng loudly declared, "Those who dare to harm Wang Yu do not deserve to live in this world. But I won't let you die easily. I will drain you and ensure you suffer immensely before death." Ning Feng quickly started absorbing energy and applied immense pressure to both their bodies. He also stated, "Since you said life is better than death, then experience it yourself." Both of them died at Ning Feng's hands. Soon after, Ning Feng also managed to eliminate his clone. He then said, "Those bastards are all ashes now. There must be no evidence left. This is the perfect way to erase all traces. Although these actions are somewhat dangerous, my home is in an ordinary area and can't prevent awakened individuals from entering and leaving as they please. Even though I have the power to confront them, it's impossible for me to stay home and keep watch all the time." Ning Feng then thought to himself, "I initially planned to organize some important matters based on Lorem's memories. Fortunately, I haven't started yet, otherwise, if an intruder found it, it would definitely cause significant trouble." After that, Ning Feng hurried to Duan's residence. There, when Duan heard Ning Feng's story, he was very irritated and angry. Duan said, "How dare they attack the boss? Boss, rest assured, I will immediately go to see who else is behind this." But Ning Feng said, "No need to rush this. Actually, there's something else I want to ask you. Do you know any trustworthy alchemists?" Duan then said, "I'm not sure what requirements you expect from an alchemist." Ning Feng added, "I'm looking for someone highly skilled, reliable, preferably independent, and the simpler the involved relationships, the better. Duan, hearing this, said, "The alchemists I know are skilled, but they have already joined major guilds." Ningfeng then said, "Alright, that's fine." Ningfeng thought to himself, "In the memories I've absorbed, Lorem once killed several high-level alchemists whose potions exceeded the standards of this world. Unfortunately, I don't understand the specifics, so I can only copy scattered recipes and discuss them with professionals. However, after alchemists join major guilds, they often lose control over their actions, and the risk of secrets leaking is higher." Knowing this, Ningfeng didn't want to constantly attract greedy flies. He then said to Duan, "If you get a chance, please help introduce one to me. I will also look for other sources first." Shortly after, Ningfeng asked Wang Yu about a trustworthy alchemist there. Wang Yu said, "Our team member, Shooting, has a brother who is a skilled alchemist. He initially planned to join their guild, but due to Shu Sen's presence, he couldn't join because they didn't get along, and thus he didn't get approval." Wang Yu added, "If you're interested in him, I'll introduce you too." After hearing this, Ningfeng thought, once again, that person is very dangerous. Fortunately, I helped them solve a major problem, and Shu Sen won't be able to cause trouble again in the future. Wang Yu then asked Ningfeng, "Why is Ningfeng looking for an alchemist?" Ningfeng replied, "I found some medical recipes at home, and I'm looking for someone to help me examine them."